Fantasy. It's a genre that pretty much grants a free-for-all to creativity in media. With anime, that majority of series can be considered as fantasy, with how they bring viewers into another world. Whether it be from presenting a world where monsters exist, or a grand fantasy adventure, there are so many types with a lot to pick from. They could be a series that has magical creatures running around, yet is also more focused on the slice of life and comedy genre. There could also be an isekai series that is more an adventure and drama than fantasy. In short, anime fantasy shows vary a lot, with many subtypes to pick from. If you're looking for a series that is mostly fantasy, well, there's a lot of different choices. And in this list, I'm bringing you guys the best fantasy anime that you probably haven't seen, but need to watch. Before we hop into the video, guys, please be sure to subscribe if you haven't already to help us reach our 10,000 subscriber goal. Okay, now with that being said, coming in at number 10, we have...
Ah! Where did you even come from? Yeah, eat this! And this!
Beyond the Boundary. In a world where supernatural beings known as Yomu are hunted by spirit world warriors, Akihito lives an uneventful life. He's a half-breed from a human mother and a Yomu father, and is immortal, a fact that saves his life on a regular basis. For his bespectacled classmate Mirai can't seem to stop stabbing him in the chest. She's a spirit world warrior with the power to control her blood, which she manifests into a sword. And with low self-esteem about her abilities to hunt Yomu, Mirai constantly uses Akihito as target practice. In hopes of being left alone, Akihito must now help Mirai gain confidence to take down sinister Yomu.
Curry rice is best. The truth is located right there in the dish's name. Curry rice is obviously best suited to rice. Give me seconds! Pork cutlet rice bowl! It cannot exist without rice.
Number 9. Restaurant to Another World. Western restaurant Nikoya is a popular eatery located on a street corner in a Tokyo shopping district, serving both traditional Japanese fare as well as Western dishes. This eating establishment is popular among Tokyo's residents. But the seemingly ordinary restaurant is also popular with another type of clientele. While the restaurant is thought to be closed on Saturdays, the truth is that on this special day each week, its doors are instead opened to the inhabitants of other worlds. From dragons and elves to fairies and mages, this restaurant has no shortage of strange customers. Nevertheless, the enigmatic chef, known only as Master, will be waiting to serve up their favorite dishes with a kind smile and keep them coming back for many more Saturdays to come.
I said get up! Are those ears?
Number 8. Spice and Wolf. Since long ago, the wolf goddess Holo has honored a contract to bless the rural village of Pasloe with fertile harvests. And in return, she has been celebrated and worshipped by the villagers. But as mankind advances, the people have begun to take command of nature for themselves, and have made their own god to worship. Holo finds that she is paid little more than lip service, if not outright mocked. And considering the contract annulled, she takes human form and enlists the aid of a passing merchant, Kraft Lawrence, to return to her home in the snowy forest to the north. As they journey together, Kraft finds that he has plenty to learn from this capricious god, and she from him as well. Number 7. Made in Abyss. The Abyss. A gaping chasm stretching down into the depths of the earth, filled with mysterious creatures and relics from a time long past. How did it come to be? What lies at the bottom? Countless brave individuals, known as divers, have sought to solve these mysteries of the Abyss, fearlessly descending into its darkest realms. The best and bravest of the divers, the White Whistles, are hailed as legends by those who remain on the surface. Riko, daughter of the missing White Whistle Liza the Annihilator, aspires to become like her mother and explore the furthest reaches of the Abyss. However, just a novice Red Whistle herself, she is only permitted to roam its most upper layer, Even so, Riko has a chance encounter with a mysterious robot with the appearance of an ordinary young boy. She comes to name him Reg, and he has no recollection of the events preceding his discovery. Certain that the technology to create Reg must come from deep within the abyss, the two decide to venture forth into the chasm to recover his memories and see the bottom of the great pit with their own eyes. However, they know not of the harsh reality that is the true existence of the abyss.
Please, Your Majesty, you have to flee!
Number 6. Rage of Bahamut, Genesis. Thousands of years ago, the ancient dragon Bahamut wrought havoc upon the land of Mistarcia, a world where both gods and demons live amongst mankind. Working together to prevent the world's destruction, the rival deities barely managed to seal Bahamut, agreeing to split the key between them so that the dragon would remain eternally imprisoned. With the world safe from the destruction of Bahamut, it is business as usual for bounty hunters like Favreau Leon. Living a laid-back, self-serving lifestyle, the immoral Favreau goes about his work while on the run from fellow bounty hunter Kaiser Lidfard, a righteous man who swears vengeance upon Favreau. However, Favreau's carefree life is thrown into chaos when he meets Amira, a mysterious woman who holds half of the key to the world's fragile peace.
No kid, wait!
Don't worry, I'm a zombie.
Number 5. Is this a zombie? Ayumu was murdered by a serial killer. At least, he was. For after the mysterious Eichelwood Hell Scythe revives him, he changes from a human to a zombie, much to his dismay. Now, in addition to being unable to die, the boy must cede to the whims of his supernatural silent companion. But things continue to get worse from there. As once Ayumu accidentally steals a magical girl named Haruna's powers, he is tasked with the embarrassing, obnoxious task of being a magical girl, boy, in her stead. Then with the addition of a hostile vampire ninja to his household, Ayumu has to maintain his new home life, fighting against attacking monsters, and track down the person who killed him, all while attempting to keep what little dignity he has left intact.
何者だ? は、仕方ねえ。だったら教えてやるよ。
家事手伝いから人探しまで何でもござれ。
困ったことがあったらここに来るある。
一時が万事、金さえもらえば何でもやるよ。
よろしく銀ちゃんとは俺たちのことだ。
Number 4. Gintama. In Gintoki's Japan, the arrival of the various space races known collectively as the Yamato ended the era of the samurai. The Yamato's highly advanced technology resulted in total conquest and a severe economic shift. Now, former samurai such as Gintoki scrape together whatever livelihood they can. Gintoki's profession of choice is that of a yoyozuya. He'll complete any job for money. However, he's unmotivated, and spending most of the day on the couch with the latest issue of Jump and a carton of strawberry milk is his preferred pastime. It turns out that his new unpaid employees, Shinpachi and Kagura, are going to interfere with his pastime even more than with his work. Of course, none of this means he has really given up on his samurai ideologies.
Alright, fine then. Where do I need to go?
This way.
Number 3. 18If. Waking up in a strange bedroom in a dream world, teenager Haruto Tsukishiro finds a strange app on his phone. When he activates the program, an odd woman appears and tries to drag him to her realm. Luckily, a mysterious white-haired girl severs the connection and helps him escape, revealing that the woman is a witch. However, their conversation is cut short. As Haruto enters the realm again, he meets an anthropomorphic talking cat named Katsumi Kanzaki. While the witch's minions pursue them, the white-haired girl opens a door for them to escape. After their ordeal, Haruto describes their savior, which only he can see, and Katsumi, the leading authority on Dreamworld research, realizes that she must be Lily, a being that resurfaces repeatedly across multiple dreamscapes. Hoping to leave the dream world through a blue door, they enter the witch's realm once again. Finding themselves in peril, Lily reveals the truth to Haruto. Witches suffer from Sleeping Beauty syndrome, a coma-like sleep state induced by torment in their real-world lives. Thus, they cannot wake until they are defeated in the dream world. After finally defeating the witch and locating the blue door, Haruto and Katsumi say their farewells, promising to meet up in the real world. However, when Haruto exits through the door, he awakens in the dream world bedroom once more. Seeking answers, Haruto and Katsumi try to uncover the mysteries of the witches, Lily, and Haruto's own inability to leave the dream world.
It's far too early for that! You are damn fool! Damn fool! Damn fool! Perhaps that was too much.
Number 2. Land of the Lustrous. In the distant future, microscopic organisms have left the planet desolate and given way to a new life form, Hoseki. However, all is not peaceful. The 28 Hoseki must fight against the Moon Dwellers, beings who attack them without discrimination, and use their shattered bodies as decorations. For this reason, each Hoseki is assigned a role, whether it be a fighter or a medic. Phosphophilite, or Phos, is the youngest of their kin, and has not been given an assignment due to a lack of skill. Everything changes when Kongo, the leader of the Hoseki, assigns Phos the task of creating an encyclopedia of natural history.
オズ・ベザリウス、我が断罪の鎖をもってして今お前に裁きを下そう。お前の罪、それはお前の存在そのものだ。
Number 1. Pandora Hearts. On the eve of Nobleman Oz Bizarrius' 15th birthday, he and his loved ones gather to celebrate in a coming-of-age ceremony. But after Oz steps under a long-stopped clock, and the hands finally move once more, thus fulfilling a mysterious prophecy, he is violently thrown into the legendary prison known as the Abyss by 3 cloaked intruders. Existing in another dimension, the Abyss is home to life forms born within its walls, known as chains. These beings can only live in the real world if they make contracts with humans, binding their power to the person's body. However, there's a catch. In time, the human will be overcome by the chain's power, and then thrown into the deepest level of the Abyss. When Oz wakes up in the Abyss, he is quickly attacked by hungry chains, only to be saved by one named Alice, a chain who appeared just before he was thrown into the prison. Together, the two make a contract and return to the real world, where they are enlisted into the Pandora Organization, a group researching both the Abyss and the trio that threw Oz into it. Along with members of Pandora, the duo searches to find Alice's lost memory fragments that are scattered throughout the world, to discover the secrets of the Abyss, and to determine if there is a way their contract can be broken without killing either Oz or Alice. With that being said, leave a like and hit that subscribe button if you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what your favorite fantasy anime is, and since there are a plethora of new fantasy anime coming out, let me know which upcoming 2020 fantasy anime you're most excited for down below. Also, be sure to check out my main channel if you're new here, links in the description below. More videos coming soon to this channel, so stay tuned and subscribe guys. With that being said, AniTube out!